All right, folks, welcome to Abs Class. Coach Matt here, ready to take you through some core work. A great way to end the week. And a Friday, we're going to get down, get you warmed up, ready to go. So let's get in our lovely cat-cow position, hands and knees, spread those fingers out nice and wide. We're going to bring that belly button down towards the ground, create a nice little concave back. And reverse that up, push it up. Just learn to activate that core and the abdomen and the low back for that whole core. Go ahead and reverse that. So you should be putting effort squeezing that low back as tightly as you can, stretching those abs out and reverse. Now squeezing those abs as tightly as you can, stretching out that low back. Inverse relationships here. One more time through. Really reach that head, that tailbone to the ceiling. Push through the ground, through those arms, and reverse. Still pushing those arms away, pushing that mid back to the ceiling, pulling those abs nice and tight, and relax. Go ahead and find your neutral position. Let's walk that out into a plank. So we're going to hold here nice and strong. What we're going to do is take that left hand up. We're going to rotate into a lateral side plank. We're going to take that arm, extend to the ceiling. We're going to rotate that through, bringing that up underneath, reaching behind us, and pulling that back through. We're going to go one more time, reaching down and through, and back up. Let's go ahead and bring it back down to the high plank position, and rotate sides, bringing the other hand to the top. We're reaching up underneath, as far back as you can, and pulling through. And one more time. Down, reach, and pull through. Bring it back to the high plank position, and lower ourselves back down. All right, game plan today is we only have 4 movements to worry about. We've got some V-sits, we've got some hollow bodies, and some lateral crunches left and right. So we'll go over them as we get to them, so I won't overload you with information. But game plan is pretty simple. We're just going to be mixing up reps for a time limit and holds for a time limit, okay? So the first round, we're just going to run through all 4 exercises for reps, as many reps as you can do in the 30 seconds. Excuse me, we'll take a quick 15-second break in between each, so I can show you what's going on next. Second round is going to be holds. All right, all 4 exercises, holding them, and then we'll kind of mix and match as we go from there. All right, so I'm going to reset the timer here. So we have 30 seconds of break, or 30 seconds of work, and 20 seconds or 15 seconds of rest. All right, so let's go ahead and drop down to the ground. We're going to do arms and legs extended here, reaching up for those toes, and some V-sits. So we've got 30 seconds right here, getting as many as we can. Reaching up, pulling down. Last 10 seconds, up and down. Make sure that we are keeping those legs relatively straight, best we can, and relax. So second movement is going to be a hollow body hold, which is going to be the same position. And we are going to go from here, and we're just pushing that low back into the ground and back down. All right, ready in 2, 1, and up. Hold for a sec, and back down. All right, just working to engage that abdomen and back down. Pushing that low back into the ground and back down. All right, if we need to modify, we can bring those knees in, pushing here, and keep those knees bent a little bit. All right, or take those arms in. All right, the tighter we in, go ahead and relax. The tighter you are together, the less weight you have on the ends, which is less work on the core. All right, next movement is going to be a lateral crunch. So this one's a little bit different. We're going to be lying on our side on your elbow. Think about bringing your top elbow to your knees, to the outside of the knee. All right, let's go ahead and actually come all the way down. There we go. Up here. So on these, we like to think about you have a wall in front of you and a wall behind you, and you're trying to stay between those 2 walls. All right, so we're not going forward, we're not going backwards, we're going laterally on the outside of our body. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. We'll go ahead and switch sides to the other side. Give ourselves a quick little breather, getting that lateral crunch. All right, ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. These first few rounds are going to feel like a whirlwind because we're getting that explanation at the same time we're getting the movements. That's how it goes sometimes. We're going to get all that work in today, making sure that you're relying on those obliques to pull you up, not so much that elbow. All right, try not to push into the ground more than you need. Think about more pulling with those obliques. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we're going to flip that over. We're going to go back to those V-sits, but this time it's going to be holds. This whole round, all 4 movements are going to be up and hold. All right, so a 30-second hold as we go up through here. So arms and legs nice and extended. We're going to go ahead and up. So you can either hold, whoop, you can either hold in this position, you hold in this position. Either way, we're looking for that core, stay nice and tight. We're going to hold on to that. Got about 10 seconds. Breathing through here. Right up there. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bring back down. We're going to go into that hollow body hold next. So 2 options as we talked about before. You can do arms and legs both extended, or you can bend those out a little bit. All right? Getting ready in 3, 2, 1, up. Just a little bit more shallow. We're focused on more pushing that low back into the ground. So this space right here, we're trying to avoid any space. So any modification of those knees coming in, those arms pulling in a little bit from overhead. We're just looking for that low back to be in contact with the ground. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, that one's burner. All right, flip it over. Lateral side crunch. So same position that we were working with the crunch. We're just going to go up and we're just going to hold there. Okay? Ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So a little bit more shallow position. A little stability working on here. Right on the meaty part of the glute there. Make sure we're not on that hip bone. But we want to be focused on those obliques pulling tight. It's a good way to find that position in that hold, so when we go back to working through reps, then we know exactly what we're shooting for. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, I'm going to flip that over to the other side. Feel a little imbalanced right now. Yeah, we're a little tight on that left side. All right, make sure, again, we're holding with those obliques. That's your main focus. Last 2, 1, up. So we're pulling in tight. Think about it again, trying to get your shoulder, your elbow to your hip. All right, so we're pulling down. Don't worry about pushing into the ground here. We want to think about pulling in this direction, pulling into that squeeze. Feel those obliques, poke them. Are they nice and tight? They contracted? Great. 10 seconds hold in here. Hold up. Breathe through it. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, yeah. All right, so next 2 rounds, we're going to do the same exercise back and back. We're going to do 1 round of reps, 1 round of hold. So we're going to do the V-ups and then the V-up hold, and then we'll move on. All right, so let's get it down. Let's get ready for V-ups for the reps. And 2, 1, go. All the way up, all the way down, as many as we can get here. Reaching for those toes. All those reps. Easy on the way back down. Good. Feel nice and warm now, all right? Last 2, 1, and relax. All right, we'll take our 15-second break. And then this one, we're going to do that V-up, but we're going to do a hold. V-up, hold. All right? And last time I'm through the list here. Last time you had to do some V-ups. So that's good. All right, up and ready. And 3, 2, 1, go. So holding strong. Again, just working on core stability here. Those arms, those legs, it's going to be any position. The longer those legs, the longer those limbs, more difficult it's going to be. I'm not quite there right now, so I'm going to take a little bend in the knee. Still keeping those abs pulled in tight. Still pushing that low back down. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, same thing coming up with those hollow bodies. We do 30 seconds of reps on the hollow body. Take a quick break. 30 seconds of a hollow body hold. All right, so I hope you're ready for it. We're going to get to it in 3, 2, 1, go. Hollow body 4 reps. Up and squeeze and back down. Focus on that low back. We're driving that low back into the ground. Just a quick hold at top. So you may remember these as 6 inches, right? When you bring those feet up, 6 inches. Same concept here. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're going to take a nice little Shavasana here for about 10 seconds. And then we're going to get back up into that hollow body hold, whatever version, whatever variation of those holds you want. 30 seconds worth. Getting ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm bringing one knee in to make it a little bit easier for me. Make sure that low back stays in contact. If that low back starts to arch, we need to modify. Bring those knees in, all right? More important to get that low back down for those legs to be extended, all right? Push that low back into that ground. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Big time burn. All right, we're going to get on our side. We're going to go left, left, right, right, or whatever side you want to start with. We're going to do the same side, once for reps, once for hold, and then we'll rotate. We're almost there, folks. Got about 2 minutes of class left. Let's go ahead and get it. 4 reps on this side. So remember, last round we worked on that hold, so we know exactly where in that oblique we are targeting. So make sure we're getting into that same position at the top of each and every rep here. Under 10. Pull it up. Come on. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Quick 15-second break. How you doing? You enjoying your time here at abs class? That's great. We're going to get back up for a hold here in about 5 seconds. So stay whatever side you are on. Let's get down. Let's get ready in 2, 1, go. Up and hold. Squeeze those obliques. We've talked about this. Nice and tight in that contraction. Make sure we're not rolled onto that hip bone. We're still back on that glute just a little bit. We're squeezing, pulling that down. We've got 10 seconds to hold. Come on. Fight through those wobbles. Last 5. Last 3, 2, 1. Relax. Ooh. All right. Flip it over to the other side. We've got one more pair here. We're going to do those obliques for reps this time on that opposing side. Getting up in 2, 1, go. Get as many as we can here. Last time around on these obliques. Last little bit of reps going on here for abs on this beautiful Friday. On this fun-filled Friday. Whatever it may be to you. We've got about 10 seconds left right here. Pulling those abs. Pulling those obliques. Last 3, 2, 1. And relax. Alright, stay on that side. Get a quick little stretch. We're going to go last hold. 30 seconds of work is all we need from you folks. You got it? Last 2, 1, up and hold. So make sure we're squeezing those obliques. If you've ever focused, this is the time to do it. Pulling in. Again, shooting that elbow for that hip. Alright, pulling down. It's not so much to go that way. We need to go down as well. Pulling in, big contraction on that oblique. Stretching out that opposing side, pulling tight. Final 5. Come on. 3, 2, 1, down. Oh, all right. We made it. Congratulations. That's some abs class for this great, wonderful Friday. Hope you enjoyed it and enjoy your weekend. We'll be back at 2 o'clock for some virtual stretch break, and we've got one more class this evening at 5. If you got some equipment laying around and you want to figure out how to make the most of it, come join us 5 o'clock, same place. Otherwise, see you then.